Hi there, this is Janet from RYG Fitness. Linda and Morris have asked me to come down and show you a few exercises to get you ready for your holiday with Ireland Walk, Hike, Bike. Just to go through some safety first, the first thing you need to remember is that you need to work between your pain-free range of motion. If something doesn't feel comfortable, then please stop immediately. Always get a professional advice before you start an exercise program and consult your doctor if you're unsure at all. I'm going to start now straight away getting into our exercises. Just to remember that these exercises are a general all-over workout. There is some upper body as well as lower body, and it's suitable for both walkers and for cyclists. Now, the first exercise that we're going to do today is we're going to do a chair stand. Everything that you see around you today is just to make it convenient for the video, but you can use very easy to reach at home equipment. I have dumbbells. You can just use tins of beans or bottles of water. I have a step, and you can just use the bottom step of your stairs if you have one, or the back step into your house. And the chair, obviously just use your normal dining room chair at home. So we're going to begin now. If you're ready, we'll be doing 12 exercises. We're doing 12 repetitions of each exercise. We have 8 exercises in total. 12 exercises is working on your endurance. So try and do the 12. And if you find that you do all 8 exercises, you feel great, just start the video again and off you go again. So let's begin. Starting over here on our chair stand. Now, the main thing is just to start in a seated position, but don't get too comfortable. Don't come all the way back onto the chair. Your legs are at 90 degrees, and always for all exercises, we're going to engage the tummy muscles. So we're going to take a nice long inhale, and as we exhale, pull the belly button in, nice straight back. Without using your hands, I want you to try and come up all the way into standing, nice and slow and controlled, and then we're going to come all the way back down into our seated position. Always have a look down as you're coming down, just to make sure the chair is there and in the right position. You're going to come all the way up, exhale, pressing into standing, inhale and lower. As I said, we're going to do 12 today together. Take your pace nice and slow and controlled. So we're going 2 seconds up, exhale and lift, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, all the way back down. You can gradually progress up to your 12 exercises, doing 6 on the first day, adding an extra 1 on the next day. But we're going to just keep going now for 4 more. Exhale, lift, inhale and lower. Last 3, tummy stays engaged, shoulders are relaxed. Last 2, exhale and lift, inhale and lower. And 1 more, exhale and lift, and inhale and lowering down, nice and steady. If you're finding that a little bit too difficult, you can start with the hands and gradually over time get rid of them. Into our second exercise. So we're going to come down onto the mat here. Remember, you don't need a mat. You can just go onto the floor. We're going to go into our press-ups. We're going to start with the easiest version. I'm going to show you a couple of progressions, and then I'll stay in the middle ground. So our first position has our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips, and then we're just trying to get a nice straight back position, belly button engaged, fighting gravity. All we're going to do is bend our elbows, drop down as much as you can, and press back up. Now, the biggest thing that can go wrong with your press up is you start dipping with your head or dipping with your lower back. What I want you to do is to try and keep your body nice and solid, just the elbows to bend, and even if you only make it down an inch, that's fine. To gradually progress it, we're going to come out a little bit into our modified plank position. Hands directly underneath our shoulders, bodies that little bit straighter, belly button still engaged, and again, there's that bend of the elbow and press back up. You're taking your time, gradually increase the range of motion if it feels okay, but make sure that the body stays solid. You're not reaching with the hands or head with the, or reaching or lowering the lower back. So nice and steady. Inhale and lower, exhale and push. If you want to go a bit crazy, you're into your full plank position, and then it's just dropping down and exhale, push back up. So together now we're going to do our 12 repetitions. Make sure the hands are underneath the shoulders, the body's nice and straight, belly button pulled up, and all we're doing is inhale and lower, exhale and press. Taking our time, keeping our body nice and straight, belly button engaged. Exhale, press, nice and steady movements. We're nearly there, halfway, exhale and press. Nice and steady. Keep your breathing steady, keep the body solid, keep the belly button engaged. Last 3, inhale and lower, exhale and press. Last 2, last 1, inhale, and as we exhale, all the way to straight. Remember, you don't have to do all 12 from the start. You can progress up as you're getting more comfortable with it. Our next exercise, we're into our lunges. So nice straight body to begin with, tummy engaged. We're just going to take a nice big step out to the front. Bend the back knee, drop straight down and push back up. Now what goes wrong with our lunges is that front knee can come in front of the toe, and that puts an awful lot of pressure on our patella at the front of the knee. So what we want to do is just keep that movement going straight down and push back up, both legs at 90 degrees. So if you want to join in when you're ready, big step forward and press back up. We've got 12 to do. We're taking it nice and slow and controlled. If you find it quite difficult, don't lower the back leg too much. Keep it within a range that feels okay for you. We're going to go for 5. Inhale and lower, exhale and press. Shoulders back. Don't let your body push forward. Keep the weight of the shoulders back. Last 2. Exhale and press. And last 1. And exhale and press. Now into our row. We're going to take our weights, or for you at home that might be a tin of beans or a bottle of water. Hinge from the hip. What we want is to get a nice straight back position, but we're hanging quite low forward. Arms hanging, knees bent slightly. Arms are straight underneath the shoulders. Tummy engaged. We're going to exhale, pull. Inhale, lowering down. As we pull, we're squeezing our shoulder blades together and dropping under control. Taking our time, exhale and inhale, lower. Keep the elbows nearly touching the rib cage as you're moving up. Exhale and pull. Inhale and lower. We've got 6 left. Keep breathing. Keep the tummy engaged. Squeeze the shoulder blades on the way up. Last 4. Inhale and lower. Last 3. Exhale and pull. Inhale and lower. Nice and slow and controlled. Last 2. And our last 1. Exhale and inhale and dropping under control. Coming all the way up to straight. Finding yourself a step around the house. So it can be your bottom step of your stairs. All we're going to do is slowly step up. Come all the way to straight. Get the hips in line. And then stepping back down. Now the big thing is to make sure that we do 6 on one side. Nice and steady. We're not trying to go for cardio here. We're just going for toning. Make sure you get straight each time. Last 3, keeping the tummy engaged, shoulders back. Last 2. And last 1. Now we're going to change legs on this one. Lifting up all the way to straight and dropping all the way back down. You can do more than 6 of these, are quite easy. Building it up to your 12, 15, maybe even 18. Making sure you do an equal amount on each side. Last 1. Exhale and lift. Inhale and lower. Back into the upper body. So we're going to, on your walking holiday, you will be doing a little bit of walking with poles from time to time. So a very important aspect to work is those biceps at the front of the arm. So we're getting ourselves into a nice strong standing position. Tummy engaged and arms hanging down nice and low. Fingertips facing forward. All we're going to do is exhale, lift, bring the weight up towards our shoulders. Keep the elbows tucked in and inhale, drop under control. exhale and lift under control, inhale and lower. Try not to swing the arms, the whole movement is under control, and get the belly to be engaged at the same time. We're on to our 6th one now. Exhale, lift, inhale and lower. Nice and slow and controlled. Exhale, lift, inhale and lower. Take your time with the movement. Keep a good awareness of how the body is moving, especially for the last 4, because you don't want to start swinging too much with it. Last 3, exhale, inhale and lower. Last 2, exhale, inhale and lower. And our last one, squeezing up and dropping under control. Now, onto our calves. So, again, with your step at the bottom of your stairs, we're going to start working on the bottom of the back of the legs. Make sure you have something to hold on to nearby for balance. And we're going to go onto our tiptoes on our step. We're right up onto the balls of our feet. All we're going to do is drop down and press all the way up. It's like you're going into a nice pair of high heels, squeezing up, engaging the calves. Tummy engaged, body nice and straight. If you find that quite easy, you can alternate onto just one leg. Exhale and lift, inhale and lower, but master the 2 legs first. Nice and slow and controlled. Exhale and lift, inhale and lower. Taking your time. We've got 4 more. Keeping it within that range of motion that feels okay for you. Make sure you do have something to hold on to just to hold the balance. Last 2. And last 1. Exhale and inhale, lower. Dropping ourselves down nice and safely. Last 2 exercises, so we're nearly there. The main thing about this one is to make sure that you have something nice and stable to hold on to. Up onto your step, again it can be the bottom step of your steps of stairs. We're going right up onto the balls of the feet, again engaging through the belly. Just feeling as much as we can, balanced as we can, and we're going to start just by exhaling, pressing all the way up like we're going into high heels, and then dropping under control. All the time here we're holding on to something, keeping ourselves nice and stable. Exhale and press, and even better if you can maybe hold on to 2 things. Taking your time, coming all the way up into tippy toes and dropping down. Keeping a focus on something straight out in front of you. Exhale and press. Inhale and lower. And you can switch on to 1 foot if you want to progress it and do 6 on one side, 6 on the other side, or even a few more if you'd like to. We're going to do 4 more together. Exhale and squeeze, inhale and lower. Nice and slow and controlled. Last 2, exhale and inhale and lower. And last one, all the way up and dropping under control. Nice and safely stepping back down off your step. And we're going to come into our last exercise. So we're going into our shoulder presses. Again, nice shoulder width feet. We're going to engage our tummy, taking a nice long inhale, exhale, pulling the belly button in, and then we're going to bring the arms just straight up over our shoulders. Making sure that we exhale, press all the way up into the ceiling and drop straight down. Now, what can go wrong here is that we start to push forward because we're much more used to using that movement in our day-to-day life. So what we want to do is just press straight up over the shoulders, over the head. Keep the weights in line with the shoulders. Exhale and press, inhale and lower. Now, you might be wondering why you're doing a shoulder exercise, but if you're using your arms in your poles or if you're carrying a little pack, it's really good to have all over strength. Exhale and extend. Inhale and lower. We've got 4 more, nice and steady. Inhale and lower. Last 3, keeping the tummy engaged, using your breathing. Last 2, exhale and inhale, dropping down. And last 1, exhale and inhale, dropping under control. Now guys, thank you very much. That's our 8 exercises all done. I also have made a video for your core exercises and for your flexibility. If you go to irelandwalkhikebike.com, you'll be able to find those videos. If you feel like progressing your program, all you have to do is start this video all over again and just do the exercises in the exact same format. As I said, 12 repetitions is a good start for endurance, but if you really want to be at your peak performance by the time you come on your holidays, start progressing by doing a second set of exercises, so just going back through all the exercises again, and then even maybe get to a third. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy your holiday.